Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
She just said, "Are you gonna buy me and my friends some drinks?" You know, I'm a nice guy, so obviously she had everything.
You're nicer than me, that's for sure. But I understand because obviously you were impressed.
Yeah, definitely.
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness.
Stop. Is that true?
I don't want you to understand, I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something.
That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Henry Richardson claims he paid for a dental tourism trip to Costa Rica for him and his ex, and says she agreed to pay him back, but ghosted him after they returned.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Richardson is suing Tina Jenkins in the amount of $5,200.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Third Deputy Thomas. So we had a little Pura Vida, huh, in Costa Rica.
Or tomfoolery.
Or tomfoolery. Well, which was it? Little both? I mean, you wanted to go on this trip, and now you're suing Miss Jenkins for $5,200, right? Talk to me. What's happening?
I mean, you know, she's my ex.
Yep. How long were you all together?
About a year.
A year.
Your Honor, 6 months.
6 months. Does that make a difference?
Yes.
Between a year and 6 months? Why?
It does. A year-long relationship, you might expect a ring, or that we're talking about.
Really? After a year?
Yes.
What country are you from? I guess it depends on where you're coming from, right?
I guess what I'm just trying to say is that after a year, you would know that you're serious about this person.
Says who? You know, there are a lot of factors and as to why some people, it works after a few months, and for some people it takes years before they decide that they want to get married, right? But your expectation was this was moving towards something serious and then not so much, or?
Correct.
Okay. So what was your impression of Mr. Richardson at first?
Well, I met Henry at a bar, and he is pretty cute, and he was very kind and generous. He bought my friends and I a round of drinks, and we just started talking from there. So my initial impression was that
you liked the fact that he bought the friends and you a round of drinks.
Of course, that was very gentlemanly
She offered,
of
said
him.
I had to buy the friends the drinks. That's not be coy now. She just said, "Are you gonna buy me and my friends some drinks?" You know, I'm a nice guy, so obviously she had everything.
You're nicer than me, that's for sure. But I understand because if that's how because obviously you were impressed.
Yeah, definitely.
So for you, it was worth the cost to not only buy the drink for her, but also for her friends.
Yeah.
You knew that was going to make a statement to her.
Yes.
And you wanted to make that statement.
Boldly.
Boldly?
Yeah.
Okay, and when he made that statement, you were like, okay, I can work with this.
Yes, well, I can take this person seriously. And he was like that throughout our entire relationship.
If he had said, I can buy you a drink because I just have met you, you wouldn't have taken him as seriously?
I would have taken the drink, but I don't know if I would have known if he was like super serious about me.
So the dollar amount dictated the level of seriousness.
Yes.
Isn't that why we're here?
Exactly, Your Honor. I think initially when she saw that, she knew that me being a generous guy, you know, it throughout the relationship, I could see that she was plotting. The kind of bar we were at. Yeah, like the kind of bar we were at. I mean, obviously that's the kind of women that were there. So, you know, it's unfortunate.
But you knew that when you went to that bar?
Definitely.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so after that first meeting, what happened?
Yeah. I would just like to say, I think that was a really rude comment, first of all.
Well, that's we're neither here or there. I'm trying to follow what's going on here because if we're starting from a place of I'm spending money and you're impressed with that,
it set a precedent.
There we go. You took the words out of my mouth. It set a precedent for you from a standpoint of
that this man is going to take care of me. And that he cares about me and is able to and willing to take care of me. And he did. He sold me a dream. He made me feel like he's got it. You know, he has a great job. With him, I'm safe, I'm secure. And then after our trip...
How did he sell you?
So I'm Martin Luther King now?
No, slow your roll, big guy. Here's what I'm trying to understand. When you say he sold you a dream in the form of always providing financially in situations where the two of you were together,
Yeah.
and at no time did he ever ask for anything in return,
Correct.
is that true?
Yes,
That
Your
you
Honor.
never asked for anything in return?
No, Your Honor.
So you were okay with regularly paying without expecting anything in return?
I mean, yes, Your Honor. It was trips here and there. It wasn't, you know.
I'm saying just whether it's trips or anything else, you would be in the custom of paying,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you didn't say, well, let's go Dutch on this one, or can you pay me back here? You didn't do that.
No, Your Honor.
Is that true?
That is true.
So your feeling was what? This is just how he rolls across the board, period, full stop.
And this is how our relationship is.
Okay. Well, if anything, what you just said hurts your case.
How so?
Because if he's always saying, no, it's good, it's good, it's good, and then on this one occasion, he's like, now you're gonna pay me back for this, right? That seems more likely, because otherwise he would be suing for all the things he did for you. He's not, is he? Are you?
No, Your Honor.
Coming up on America's Court.
She told me initially the conversation was, you know, I can pay for the teeth, and you know, tax season was right around the corner. February is coming, and she said, you know, I can give you $1,000 and we can work on the rest.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Henry Richardson, who is suing Tina Jenkins for an unpaid loan.
You're suing for one particular trip.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's talk about that trip. And that's where we get to the pure vida,
Yeah.
right? In Costa Rica, the pure life, that whole philosophy of everything's good and we're just positive and we're in the moment. And so whose decision was it initially to go to Costa Rica?
It was hers, Your Honor.
It was my idea. And he immediately pulled out his credit card and paid for the trip.
Outright.
Yes.
Your Honor, her suggesting the trip was more like a strong interrogation for me.
How so?
So, you know, we went out, we went to eat, and she kind of brought not so much getting the teeth done, but, oh, this is an exclusive trip.
We haven't talked about the teeth, so let's dive right into that.
Yeah.
You weren't just going to Costa Rica to enjoy the beauty, and it's an amazing country.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was really beautiful.
But you had other motives for going there, specifically to do what?
I resent the word motives. I just had an idea because I'm really into Instagram, and someone I follow on Instagram,
Your motivation for going to Costa Rica was to see the place and also have some work done, correct?
Yes, because there's...
So don't correct me when I say motive.
Okay.
Your motivation was, let's go here, because there was also a benefit from getting this dental work done in Costa Rica versus in the US.
Of course.
Which was?
We saved, thousands of dollars by having...
You said we saved. How much did you save?
Over 10 grand, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay. I find it interesting that I asked her a question that you answered, because I asked her, how much did you save? So were you looking at getting dental work done in Costa Rica for $10,000 that would have otherwise have cost you $10,000 to be here in the US?
I knew that the savings were quite vast, but just by the nature of our relationship, I didn't really look at the numbers of things.
So you present this idea of going to Costa Rica for the trip, the beauty, and dental work.
Yes.
His response was, here's my credit card.
Yes. And he was really excited. In fact, I have evidence.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Thank you.
And were there any lies told just now to me?
Definitely, Your Honor.
Tell me.
I mean, as far as I've never texted and said, I'm happy to pay for this for you, none of that. She may take general inferences within our relationship. I think she used with...
And rightfully so, if you're always paying and never asking for anything in return.
I mean, obviously she had an influence in between her legs to encourage me to do more things.
Now you're being a little crass. Slow down, slow down. All right, wait, let's see. Cerveza, Sun, Relax, Pure Vita, Venture, T-minus 5 days. Smile upgrades. For both of you or just for her?
Both of us.
So you both had dental work done?
Yes, I initially wasn't going to get dental work, but when we got there, like I told them, like it's no harm in getting the impressions in case I want to get them done.
Sure.
But when we got to the office, she was just kind of like, you know, and she kind of made this thing to me like, oh, well, what about your teeth? And I'm like, well, you got 2 crooked teeth in your mouth. So it was like.
But that's why she's in Costa Rica, to take care of that.
So,
Did you have crooked teeth?
Huh?
Were your teeth crooked?
I mean, they were.
Look at his teeth now. They look beautiful.
I mean, from here, they look pretty good.
I mean, they were walking sideways a little bit, but, you know, I mean, who's complaining? It's confidence, you know?
So she hit a nerve when she said, hey, well, since we're here, you may want to check out that grill of yours, huh? And how much was your dental work?
It's like a little over $3 grand.
And how much was hers?
Like 5, I believe.
All right, you're suing for $5,200. Why?
She told me initially the conversation was, you know, I can pay for the teeth, and you know, tax season was right around the corner. February is coming, and she said, you know, I can give you $1,000 and we can work on the rest.
Okay.
So.
Well, how do you respond to that?
I mean, that is true. The tax
Which part?
That I mentioned that once I got my tax refund, I could contribute to this trip.
Why would you contribute to this trip when he was so used to being a big daddy high roller and just paying for everything? Why would you say?
I think because it was our first trip out of the country that I felt like that maybe I should contribute.
Why not pay for all of your dental work then? Good question, huh?
That's a good question.
What's your answer?
I think for me, part of the magic of going to Costa Rica was, yes, we were going for dental work, but we were also staying at an all-inclusive resort. So to me, it was like if I contributed, let's say $1,000, which is probably what I could afford at the time, it was like me
You're
covering.
saying a lot and not saying anything.
Coming up on America's Court.
We went to Costa Rica, like everything was good. And then we come back, you know, I go to have that discussion of like, hey, I know you're gonna give me $1,000, works out the payments. She ghosted me. Casper the Friendly Ghost, she was gone.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Henry Richardson, who is suing Tina Jenkins for an unpaid loan.
I ask you, why wouldn't you just pay for your own teeth? I'm not talking about the resort. I'm not talking about the flight. I'm not talking about the meals. Why wouldn't you pay for your own teeth?
Because he said that he would pay for them. And my paying $1,000 was for the rest of it, for the flight, for the resort. But the teeth were like this bracelet. It was a gift.
And you're saying that there was a conversation about someone getting a tax return?
Well, yeah, she said that, you know, what she could afford now was give me $1,000 down on tax return. We went to Costa Rica, like everything was good. And then we come back, you know, I go to have that discussion of like, hey, I know you're gonna give me $1,000, works out the payments. She ghosted me. Casper the Friendly Ghost, she was gone. I didn't hear nothing.
There were things happening in between my ghosting him and us getting back.
You're not
from
denying
Costa
that you
Rica.
ghosted him?
No, of course not.
Okay.
No, listen, when we got back from Costa Rica, we both did look great. And as I mentioned, I'm on social media and I was posting selfies. And I
mean, are you trying to become an influencer, or are you just doing it for general purposes?
I don't know that I'll become an influencer, but I do it for fun.
How long was it before, when you returned, before you all broke up?
It was about 1 month.
Why didn't you pay him the $1,000 that you said you'd pay him?
He did not ask for the money. Wait, can I just talk you through this timeline?
No, I'm
Okay.
good. I understand exactly what's going on.
Coming up on America's Court.
When we got back, there was a conversation of her needing space, and I told her, well, if you need space, become an astronaut. Where's my money?
Oh, so the real you came out.
Yeah.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Henry Richardson, who is suing Tina Jenkins for an unpaid loan.
So if there was a conversation about tax returns and tax season is come and gone, why wouldn't you have given him the $1,000?
I did try to give him the $1,000, and that's when he said that he wanted the full $5,200.
So did she offer to give $1,000 and you were like, no, please,
I mean, no,
don't
Your
give me
Honor.
that.
As soon as when we got back, there was a conversation of her needing space, and I told her, well, if you need space, become an astronaut. Where's my money?
Oh, so the real you came out.
Yeah.
Bingo. That's what I mean by he.
Because even the way he just said it just now, I'm like, that was not the flavor that you were presenting to her.
There was a Jekyll and Hyde. It was like he sold me one version of himself. And then we get back from this trip, and he was completely different. And I felt like I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's mean, and that's why I ghosted you. It actually had nothing to do with the money. That's why I offered the $1,000.
It was about the money when he first bought that round of drinks. Because you're the one that said it gave me a sense of who this person was. And you were all in with the money thing and the status. And then look at me and my boyfriend who's paying for me. And look at the bracelet that he got me. I'm sure you probably posted those things on your social media. Yes?
No, Your Honor.
She didn't? No, not about you. I'm saying the gifts and where she would go because you paid, and she didn't do any of that?
No, Your Honor. 99% is just face. You wouldn't even know that she was a nurse. All she posts is herself. She posts her face. So it's like, what is social media to not know anything more about you? So the narcissistic person that she really is just not gonna be turned on to me. Like, yes, I'm a man, I'm confident, I make good money. I don't make millions of dollars, but this is my hard-earned money, and she saw a meal ticket. She saw that I was someone that was willing to take care of somebody that was gonna wit.
Well, if she saw that and that was so compelling, if anything, that makes the argument that she would stay with you and just use you. Not really be into you, but use what you had.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
What I'm just trying to understand is the $5,200 reflects what?
Is her work that she got done. I have the receipts right here, Your Honor.
Let me see it. Are you disputing that that's the amount of work you had done?
No.
Okay. So now that you see the other side of him, why not just pay him?
It feels unfair to me. It feels that the only reason that we're even here is because we broke up. If we hadn't have broken up, I don't think he would have asked for this money at all.
Okay. I believe you are stunningly misinformed. Because if that was true, he'd be suing for more than just the teeth. He'd be suing for the airfare. He'd be suing for the hotel. He'd be suing for the meals and the drinks. If anything, his actions show that for some reason, he had a belief that this money for your dental work was a loan. And you affirm that by this whole conversation about the taxes. You will pay him $5,200. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $5,200.
Finally, they see my sign. I seen you who you were, a floozy. And being with you, I've learned more things about myself.
This is why we couldn't end up together.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.